I'm gonna start cooking now dinuguan. When you cook dinuguan, really the ideal thing is to have intestines. That's really the authentic one, but it's very seldom that people cook with intestines because, well, of course it's intestines. If you don't clean it, oh my goodness. But we use pork, so I'm using pork right now. So, you want to cut the meat this tiny, like little cubes. Not big cubes, little cubes for this dish. I'm going to put this on the stove now. I guess ideally is I should really saute this with garlic, let the garlic be toasted, but it doesn't really matter so much because it's going to be a stew anyway, stew type of dish. So I'm gonna let this stew with a little bit of water and just a little bit. And when the fat comes out, I'm gonna add garlic and I'm gonna saute it with the garlic, with the fat of the pork. That's what I'm gonna do. So, the labor-intensive part of this dish is a lot of cutting. After that, it's easy. So that it's not going to stick. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of water so that I can saute it later. Now I'm gonna go cut my veggies. After that, while it's stewing, I'm gonna watch Netflix and Kendall can go home a little bit and go to sleep.
Take a nap.
Take a nap. Right now I'm cutting these tomatoes in very, very tiny pieces, and someone told me, and I don't really know if that is really the recipe, that one of the things that makes dinuguan very tasty is to have lots of tomatoes in it. It's not gonna look like spaghetti because it's going to be black. But the tomatoes is going to make it, and that's why I'm cutting a lot of tomatoes. And you will see later that I will add and then taste, add and then taste. But right now I'm preparing for 4 tomatoes for that big pot of dinuguan. This is what this is all about. I'll be preparing a lot of garlic. So fresh garlic. Of course, you take the skin out, not all of it, because you have to do this thing here. What do you call this? Mortar and pestle to beat this garlic skin out of the garlic. Anyway, so here, like this, and then you do this. I know you guys know this, but a lot of you too buy the ones that are in cans or in bottles. So according to my grandma, so we Filipinos, or Asians for that matter, maybe Filipinos, we do garlic rice. I don't know if I'm going to do the garlic rice right now because I'm a little bit tired already. But what we do is we mash this garlic, fresh garlic, but we leave the skin. We leave some of the skin for the garlic rice, and we saute it with the garlic. Because for some reason, according to the grandmas, it adds to the flavor. This garlic skin adds to the flavor. I'm sure there's a science to that. I have no explanation, but so that's why, for example, this, I'm leaving some of the skin. I'm leaving some of the skin of the garlic. I'm gonna saute that together with whatever I am doing. All right, cut. Okay, so now the pork is all soft. It has been stewing for many hours. Pork softens faster than beef, so honestly, maybe like 2 hours of slow fire is enough. But, well, I started early, so I think this has been stewing for like 3 hours. So there. And I added more water. Originally, I didn't have a lot of water, and then I put in the garlic, sauteed it with the garlic. And then now, one of the secrets I was told to a successful dinuguan is to add lots of tomatoes. So I'm putting in lots of tomatoes. You know, the way I cook though, I don't have measurements. I just go estimate. Estimate. So if you're looking for me for a recipe, I'll give you a recipe, but no proportions. So we let that simmer. I have onions, I have tomatoes, I have garlic there, I have salt. And then cover that until it simmers. I've got it on higher fire right now. So, this is what it looks like without the blood yet. The dinuguan. This is the beef blood that I'm gonna pour in there. I bought this in the store. I never cooked dinuguan in the Philippines, so I don't know how it is sold over there. Maybe they get it from the butcher. Or maybe they get it from their grocery store. Okay, there's the blood. Okay, good as you can see. And you pour it slowly, supposedly.
Is that that's dinuguan, sir?
Yeah.
So dinuguan is pork cooked in pig's blood. Yeah. So we are lucky that we are on the top of the food chain.
But we are not pigs.
Then one day it'll be us when another species comes.
I know, huh? Okay.
Because the universe is so big.
Right. And one of these days. So we let it simmer. I don't know if there's enough blood. Maybe I should put more. The challenge is to open it, huh?
More blood, huh?
I don't know if this is enough.
Not enough blood for you, Charisse?
Not enough blood for me. I really don't know. I haven't cooked this for a long time, so I don't know if there's enough blood there. If it's not dark enough, then we will add.
So it's the color that tells.
Yeah. It becomes really dark, like chocolate dark. Okay, so you don't touch it. I forgot now. I do know that you add the vinegar, which adds to its flavor a lot. And when you add the vinegar, don't touch it. You just let it simmer because it will curdle. Oh gosh. So see, it didn't curdle. I'll just let it do like that. It's just simmering. Simmer for a little bit. And then I bought this special vinegar because I wasn't sure if my American vinegar is good enough. I bought this Filipino vinegar. It's called sukang puti. Sukang puti is white vinegar. Marca Piña. Marca Piña is, I guess, a pretty big company. I remember it was already around when I was there. I was very young. So I am just estimating. Let's see if this is enough vinegar. Not to stir it. Leave it alone for a little bit. Oh my God! Look! Okay, here. So it didn't curdle. It did not curdle, but it becomes this thing. Oh wow! I think I'm successful. It did not curdle. It's not dark enough. Should we add more blood? What do you think, audience? What do you think?
Drop a comment to let us know.
Drop a comment, let me know. Zoom in, Kendall. Is this dark enough, or do you think I should add more blood?
Is that the first time you're cooking, Chef?
Second time, or maybe third time. I cooked this many years ago. No, I guess I cooked it more often when the kids were little. Kira was maybe 14. Now she's in her early 30s. And Andrea was younger, and they loved it. They ate it every time I cooked. So I guess I cooked it a lot. Then one day I cooked it, and they saw me pour the blood in there just like I did now. And she said, "Wow!" And she did not eat it for many years. And now she eats it again. She loves it again. She outgrew her fear of the blood that she saw. Okay. It's good, but I need more vinegar. And I need more salt. Okay, so there you go. It's just really a taste test. That's really what you do. You just taste and taste until you have the right flavor. Okay. Again, have to stir. And then add more salt because I like it to be salty. And maybe add more tomatoes. Okay. Maybe pour in more tomatoes. So most of us Filipinos, unless maybe you are such a connoisseur, we cook like this. And I think a lot of other people. There's some people though who are, I noticed that people who have recipes, follow recipes, they're good at baking. Because at baking you have to follow a recipe, otherwise your cake is not gonna rise. Okay? And then I have enough onions. Where are our guests? I'm gonna wear my high heels now. Right now, I am cutting vegetables for the bulalo or the pochero.